We're here today with Ian Olson, Managing Director of Pointerra. Ian, thanks for your time.
Pleasure, David.
Pointerra, what does it do and what's the problem it solves?
Sure. So Pointerra is a cloud platform for a solution for the global problem of managing and using and analysing 3D data. So we're a SaaS business, software as a service, and we started trading in early 18, and having come to the markets in the middle of 16 through an RTO. And we're a subscription-based business where our customers, we host their data, and then we save them a ton of time and money, remove a lot of inefficient handling and workflow associated with interpreting 3D data.
Why is it so good for the customer?
So at the moment, or the traditional way customers have dealt with 3D data is to have a ton of people sat at desktops using high-end desktop software and crunching through data over many hundreds and thousands of hours. If the customers store their data with us on our platform, we remove a ton of that workflow, and then we seek through our analytics capability, we seek to automate other manual tasks that they're performing so that when they put data on our platform, we spit an answer out. And so our principal value proposition is saving our customers time and money, removing inefficient workflows.
And what are the key sectors where this technology suits the best?
Sure, so any physical asset, so built form like at the building we're sitting in, linear infrastructure assets like road, rail, pipelines, transmission and distribution networks, process infrastructure in mining, in oil and gas, in food, any physical asset today is designed in 3D, and then it's maintained and constructed and deconstructed and governed and insured in 3D. So every day all over the world, thousands of people get out of bed and use a variety of sensors to generate 3D data of physical assets. It's about a $50 billion business globally. The geospatial sector is about a $500 billion business. So to the retail person, it's largely invisible. These sensor packages are on drones now, they're in fixed-wing aircraft, they're attached to vehicles. So it's a massive, massive sector, and the data that's getting generated is now measured in petabytes and exabytes, which is 1,000 terabytes, which is 1,000 petabytes. So truly enormous amounts of data. It's really only the rise of cloud storage and cloud compute in the last 5 to 10 years, principally through Amazon and more recently through Google and Microsoft's Azure platform, that cheap and ready access to storage and cheap and ready access to very powerful compute has become available. Without that environment, Pointerra's platform would just be another software package that someone would have to install and maintain. Instead, it's completely automated and deployed in the cloud.
A strong annuity business, but also very scalable.
Sure, so the great thing about our solution is that our customers pay us by the month based on the amount of data we're hosting. They also pay us by the month based on the amount of analytics we're deploying for them to try and save them time and money. And it is monthly and it's recurring. Most of our existing paying customers are paying us more than they paid us last year. It's very sticky. And so we see, and importantly, because our customers can sign up to our page, and we're not in the capture space, we can onboard a customer anywhere in the world. So if I want to start trading in the UK or France or somewhere in North Asia, I don't need to open an office. We've got customers onboarding in all parts of the world. That said, our biggest opportunity outside of our home market in Australia is North America. And as of today, we've got 4 people on the ground in the US, principally running up sales opportunities.
As you said, you're not in the capture business, and that's an important differential because you're not saddled with the high costs of the hardware associated with that.
Sure. So the capture space is being disrupted by itself on almost a daily basis. I owned a capture business for the best part of 10 years, so I was only too familiar with the pain associated with spending $250,000 on a piece of hardware, only to find that next year's model came out and made your old one into a boat anchor. So when we came across a tech team who are ex-Rio Tinto, and they talked to us about the solution that they had for 3D data, that at the time was a bunch of maths and some code that we've since deployed to the cloud. We made a very conscious decision to stay out of capture. It's a $50 billion global business, it's highly competitive, and like most highly competitive global businesses, there's a lot of price competition. So we want to stay out of that. We want to be a pure platform play to solve the problems associated with with what to do once you've generated the data. And that means that we sit nicely in between the people that create data and the people that need to use it. And all we do is shrink up the workflow, and that's our value proposition. I want you to pay me $1 a month. I'm going to demonstrate that I'm saving you somewhere between $5 and $20 a month in workflow. And that's the sort of ROI we look to achieve for our customers.
Looking forward, what should investors be focused on as key metrics or key milestones that are going to drive both share price growth potentially, but importantly, company growth?
Sure. So we started reporting ACV on a quarterly basis at the start of calendar 19. ACV is annual contract value. Other people call it ARR, which is annual recurring revenue. At any one time, it's a snapshot it's an annualized representation of the sum of dollars that our customers are paying us on a monthly basis. Some of our customers pay us monthly, some pay us quarterly, some pay us annually in advance. Expressed as an ACV or ARR calc, every quarter, about the time we do our quarterly reporting, we also update our ACV. So I think one of the key metrics for potential investors to look at is our ACV growth.
Real business, real technology, real customers, and exciting times ahead. Clearly a scalable business. Ian, thanks for your time.
Pleasure, David.